Have you ever felt like life is spinning out of control, with chaos swirling around you from every direction? Now imagine being the most powerful man in the world, yet turning inward to write a journal, teaching yourself how to stay calm in the storm. Here's the question. What helped Marcus Aurelius stay composed and resilient in the face of war, plague and betrayal? Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher-emperor of Rome, ruled during one of the empire's most turbulent eras, amid constant wars, deadly plagues, and ruthless political scheming. Marcus stood like a rock against crashing waves. His personal writings, collected in meditations, offer more than ancient musings. They are a modern-day manual for building mental strength and navigating life with grace. Marcus once wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." That idea lies at the heart of Stoic philosophy. While we can't control the chaos around us, we can master the way we respond to it. 1. Accept what you cannot control. One of Marcus's most vital teachings is this: learn to distinguish between what's in your control and what isn't. So much of our stress today comes from trying to manage the uncontrollable, from other people's actions to random setbacks and circumstances beyond our reach. The key to inner peace: shift your focus inward toward what you can control, your thoughts, actions, and attitudes. How to apply it? When facing difficulty, pause and ask, is this within my control? If it's not, let it go. Redirect your energy to what is: your mindset, your choices, your response. Try the classic Stoic exercise called the dichotomy of control. Write out a stressful situation and split it into 2 columns. Things you can influence and things you can't. Then take action on the first and release the second. 2. Reframe challenges as opportunities. Marcus Aurelius didn't see adversity as an obstacle. He saw it as fuel for growth. He wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This powerful mindset shift helps us see problems not as blocks, but as openings, chances to develop resilience, creativity, and character. A difficult work project becomes a chance to learn. A personal conflict becomes an exercise in patience and communication. How to apply it? Next time life tests you, don't ask, "Why is this happening to me?" Ask, "What can I learn from this? How can I grow through this?" This small shift in perspective can transform suffering into strength. We learn to accept what we cannot control and to reframe adversity as a chance for growth. Now, let's continue exploring the powerful Stoic principles of Marcus Aurelius and how they can guide us to stand firm in life's storms. 3. Cultivate inner calm through mindfulness in a world that never seems to slow down. Have you ever longed for just one quiet moment? Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "Nowhere you can go is more peaceful, more free from interruptions than your own soul in our fast-paced lives." Developing inner calm isn't a luxury, it's essential. Marcus encouraged us to turn inward for peace, regardless of how chaotic things are outside. Mindfulness, the art of living fully in the present moment, helps quiet the noise, reduce stress, and strengthen resilience. How to apply it? Carve out time each day for mindfulness meditation or deep breathing. When overwhelmed, pause and take a few slow, conscious breaths to center yourself. You can also create mindful moments in your day. Savor your morning coffee without distractions, or pause to observe the wind in the trees. These tiny rituals reconnect you with the present and nourish your soul. Practice self-reflection through journaling. When was the last time you truly checked in with yourself? Marcus Aurelius's Meditations was essentially a journal, a private space where he explored his thoughts, values, and challenges. He didn't write to impress others, but to sharpen his own principles and navigate difficulties with clarity. As he wrote, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." Journaling allows us to untangle our thoughts, face our emotions, and align our actions with what we truly believe. In today's noisy world, it's a quiet but powerful tool for self-awareness and clarity. How to apply it? Set aside a few minutes daily to reflect in writing. Note your thoughts, emotions, and any challenges. Use simple prompts inspired by Marcus, like, What did I do well today? Or what could I have done better? Revisit your past entries occasionally to witness your own growth and sharpen your mindset. 5. Persevere with purpose. Marcus Aurelius endured immense hardship, yet he never abandoned his roles as emperor and philosopher. He once wrote, "Do every act of your life as though it were the last act of your life." This powerful idea reminds us to live with intention. When life feels overwhelming, reconnecting with your purpose, your why, can steady your steps and reignite your strength. Even the smallest task, when done with purpose, becomes meaningful. How to apply it? When you're feeling drained or lost, ask yourself, why am I doing this? Let that question reconnect you to your deeper purpose. Treat each action, no matter how small, as a chance to express your values and leave a mark on the world. Marcus didn't just write philosophy, he lived it. And through his words, he invites us to do the same, to live with clarity, courage, and meaning. We explored how to live intentionally, reflect deeply, and persevere with purpose. Now, let's continue learning from Marcus Aurelius as we uncover more Stoic principles to help us stay strong, focused, and free. 5. Persevere with purpose. Even through hardship, true perseverance isn't about pretending problems don't exist. It's about facing them with clarity and determination. Marcus Aurelius exemplified this. Despite enduring enormous hardships, he remained steadfast in his roles. He once wrote, "Do every act of your life as though it were the last act of your life." How to apply it? Define your purpose and revisit it often. What drives you? What legacy do you want to leave? Break your long-term goals into small, manageable steps. When challenges arise, remember the larger mission you're working toward. And no matter how tough it gets, just take one small step forward. Even a little progress still moves you ahead. 6. Embrace mortality to sharpen your perspective. One of the most powerful ways to live fully, reflecting on the fact that life is finite. Marcus often reminded himself, you could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think. The Stoic practice of memento mori. Remembering death isn't meant to be grim, it's meant to help us live more intentionally. When we face the truth of mortality, we see more clearly what really matters. We waste less time on trivial concerns, and we value each moment more deeply. How to apply it? Each day, ask yourself, if today were my last, how would I live it? Use that perspective to focus on meaningful actions and relationships. Let go of distractions that don't serve your deeper purpose, and practice gratitude, knowing that life is fleeting and therefore precious. 7. Strengthen your mind through voluntary discomfort. Marcus Aurelius believed in building strength by embracing discomfort. He wrote, "Don't be overheard complaining, not even to yourself." The Stoics practiced voluntary hardship like fasting or withstanding cold to prepare themselves for inevitable challenges. This wasn't about self-punishment. It was about gaining mental and physical resilience and learning that happiness doesn't require comfort. How to apply it? Introduce small, intentional discomforts into your routine. Take cold showers, fast occasionally, or cut back on unnecessary indulgences. Push yourself outside your comfort zone, socially, professionally, or emotionally. Afterward, reflect, how did this challenge make me stronger? 8. Detach from the opinions of others. Have you ever noticed how we tend to love ourselves more than anyone else, yet care more about what others think of us than our own self-respect? Marcus Aurelius found this puzzling. He wrote, "It never ceases to amaze me, we all love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinion than our own." This insight is a wake-up call. Your life isn't meant to be lived according to someone else's script. Constantly seeking approval or validation from others only pulls you away from your true self. How to apply it? When you catch yourself worrying about someone's opinion, pause and ask, does this really matter to me, or am I just seeking validation? Turn inward. Let your own values guide your choices. Only then can you truly live freely, without the invisible chains of external judgment. We've just explored how to free ourselves from the opinions of others. Now, let's continue with Marcus Aurelius' powerful insights on simplicity leading by example, and building lasting inner strength. 8. Detach from praise and criticism, living by your own values, instead of others' approval, is a rare kind of freedom. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "It never ceases to amaze me, we all love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinion than our own." This doesn't mean ignoring helpful feedback. It means not allowing praise or criticism to control your sense of worth or direction. How to apply it? Reflect on your choices and ask, was this based on my values or on others' expectations? Practice self-validation, celebrate your wins privately, and remind yourself of your inherent worth. Limit your exposure to environments or social media that encourage comparison or approval-seeking. 9. Find joy in simplicity in a world that tells us happiness lies in having more. Marcus taught the opposite. He wrote, "Very little is needed. To make a happy life, it is all within yourself, in your way of thinking." He believed that true contentment comes from appreciating life's essentials, not from chasing excess. How to apply it? Simplify your life. Declutter physical belongings, commitments, or habits that no longer serve you. Reflect on what genuinely brings you joy, meaningful relationships, purposeful work, or moments of growth. Practice daily gratitude, especially for the small things. We often overlook a quiet morning, a warm drink, a moment of stillness. 10. Lead by example. Emperor Marcus Aurelius knew that true leadership comes from living your values, not preaching them. He wrote, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." He inspired others not with speeches but with action, and that is where real change begins. How to apply it? Identify the values you want to embody and align your actions with them consistently. Be a source of support and integrity to those around you, both in your personal and professional life. When facing a challenge, ask yourself, how can I model the behavior I want to see in others? Final thoughts. Building fortitude like Marcus Aurelius. Marcus Aurelius taught us that real strength isn't about avoiding hardship, it's about meeting it with clarity, calm, and courage. When you accept what you cannot control, reframe adversity, practice mindfulness, reflect deeply, and persevere with purpose, you begin to forge the unshakable mindset of a Stoic. To live like Marcus Aurelius is to embrace difficulty as a teacher, to live according to your highest values, and to find peace within, no matter what happens outside. We've just walked through the timeless wisdom of Marcus Aurelius, not through rigid theory, but through the personal reflections of a man who led an empire while facing chaos, war, and betrayal. His philosophy isn't for hermits or sages. It's for you, someone navigating modern life, balancing work, relationships, stress, and the quiet struggles within. He taught us you can't control the world, but you can control yourself. Every difficulty is a lesson. Inner peace is your strongest refuge, and that living well means being true to yourself, not loud, just real. You don't need to be an emperor to live like Marcus Aurelius. You only need the courage to align your life with your values, step by step, day by day, with calm, meaning, and integrity. Summary of the 10 core principles from Marcus Aurelius. 1. Accept what you cannot control. 2. Turn obstacles into opportunities. 3. Cultivate inner calm through mindfulness. 4. Practice self-reflection through journaling. 5. Persevere with purpose. 6. Embrace mortality to focus on what matters. 7. Strengthen yourself through voluntary discomfort. 8. Detach from the opinions of others. 9. Find joy in simplicity. 10. Lead by example, not by words. If even one of these principles resonated with you, start there. Choose just one and apply it today. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to begin. Thank you for staying with me until the end of this video. May the spirit of Marcus Aurelius walk beside you in your thoughts, helping you live with strength, peace, and purpose. If you'd like to go deeper into Stoic philosophy, I highly recommend the book Bear and Forbear, The Refined Wisdom of Stoic Philosophy by Ross Frazier, a powerful collection of wisdom and practical exercises featuring Marcus, Seneca, and Epictetus. See you in the next video.